G'day, it's Rusty from Rusty's Outback Adventures, and in today's video we're going to show you what we did to our Nissan Navara D40. We took it from a Wellbody configuration. New aluminium tray and aluminium 3-door canopy. So I'll show you. Had since new, bought it in 2011. Currently it's got 330,000 Ks on the engine. We've recently put a new clutch in it, and that's just maintenance. New set of injectors at about 260,000. It's been regularly serviced every 10, so we really haven't had any issues with the vehicle. But we started with the bullbar. We put the bullbar on late last year. This is an Ironman bullbar. We've also got the recovery points underneath. You'll also see that we've got the spotties on the front. These are the King's Dominator X 9-inch, and they made a big difference to our night driving. We don't do a lot of night driving, but when we do, it's really helpful having those big bright lights on the front. UHF antenna. We got UHF GME radio in the vehicle. The rest of it's pretty much standard inside. We have done a Pedders GVM upgrade, and the GVM on these things is quite low. It's only 2805 kilograms, and by doing the upgrade, we've now got it certified at 3215. So it wasn't cheap, but it was one of those things we wanted to do because we were, like most four-wheel drives, when you start loading gear in them, they do get quite heavy, and it's easy to get over your GVM without really knowing. As you can see, the vehicle now, the canopy with the bull bar and not with the roof rack, that's because we're going away shortly. Pretty much as it is. Long range fuel tank, we put a 145 litre long range fuel tank in it. Nothing really in the back. I had my toolbox, I think, and 50 litres in the tank. The thing weighed 2,400. So with a limit of 3,200, I mean, we've got a lot of room to put a lot of gear in, and that's really the reason why we did it. Okay, let's show you in the canopy. That's the important thing you probably want to see right now. Now, this canopy is a MRT canopy from Mates Rates Tools. We got it from their outlet in Bibra Lake, just south of Perth. We bought the kit, which included the tray, comes with the guards, comes with the tail lights. We've got the tail light surround support. We also opted for the 3 ladder racks, and that gives me the opportunity to build a roof rack in the future. We also went for the roof strengthening bars inside. This particular canopy is for a dual cab. They're typically 1800 long. This is the 1900 wide. It gives a little bit more coverage over the guards, gives a bit more room inside. And we went for the 1 metre option. That's the standard option's only 860, which basically comes to the roof of the cab. I just found it was probably a little bit low for me. I'm not a tall guy, but I felt the headroom was better. So I'll just show you inside. We were only going to go the 2-door in the beginning, but the guy at MRT suggested the 3-door, only that if you did park somewhere in a shopping centre and you had cars quite close, you may not be able to open the door. So we went for the 3-door. I was thinking about putting a spare tyre or maybe a couple of spare jerry cans of fuel on the back. Admittedly, we've got 145 litres in the long range fuel tank, so we probably didn't need to carry a lot of fuel. We've probably got an effective distance of maybe 1,000 Ks towing the camper trailer. You know, it's around about 14 litres per 100 k's pulling the camper trailer. So we still have, you know, I said, you know, probably a range of 1,000 k's. So, but I was advised that their canopy doors, especially the rear, is not designed to have any structural weight hanging off it. They're not designed for that sort of thing. So again, we went with the 3 doors, and I'm happy I did, because it is actually easy to get in and out of stuff. All right, what I like to do is just show you inside now. I'll just swap cameras. Okay, as you can see in here, we went for the roof strengthening bars. That's these bars here. Just gives a bit more strength if we put anything on the roof. In behind this timber panel, we also put some uprights afterwards. That wasn't part of the option, but that's what we went for afterwards. The flooring is 19mm. We've got 19mm ply under here, just with carpet over the top. The electrical panel on this side of the vehicle gives us the typical DC charger, an inverter, series of fuses and some panel meters so we can see what's going on. I've got 1 battery at the moment, but we do run 2. They're AGM, 100 amp hour. I've got some switch panels here. It gives me some outlets, same in the corners, same in these back corners. I've also got an outlet as well. But I'll do a separate video on the actual electrical system. I think it's probably worthy of another video. One thing we have done too, and because we've lost our rear vision mirror, I've put one of these in. I've got a Safety Dave, you can see that, I've got a Safety Dave rear facing camera, and in the vehicle we've mounted a 7-inch, I'll just show you what that looks like. Sometimes need to use my phone. As you can see what's behind us, I've got a 7-inch monitor which has got 2-channel input, and the second channel input comes off the caravan. We've got exactly the same camera mounted there so we can see what's behind us when we're towing the van. The conversion itself was pretty straightforward. It was just a matter of removing the fiberglass canopy that we had fitted when we first bought it, taking the Wellbody off. It's fairly straightforward. The mounting kit for these trays use a bracket assembly that bolt onto the same Wellbody mounting hole, so it's pretty much unbolt one, bolt the other one in. I've got some footage, and we'll add it in here. As you can see, the Wellbody's off it. The fuel tank, long range fuel tank's in. And we've just got the mounting brackets there for the tray, which will be going in shortly. No fuel filler yet, we've got to work that out. Same with all the cabling at the back, we'll work that out later. It'll be pretty straightforward. Alright, everything's going along so well. The mounting kit for these trays use a bracket assembly that bolt onto the same Wellbody mounting hole. So it's pretty much unbolt one, bolt the other one in. We did have to modify the front brackets because when we fitted the tray on, it actually sat a little bit nose high, and for the line of the vehicle we just chopped 40mm out of the front. That got it sitting nice and square for us. The other thing we did before we mounted the canopy was inside, and you'll see in a separate little video I'll show you, we put some aluminium strap just to fill in the space, because there's only a 3mm thick edge all the way around the tray, so just gave the floor of the canopy a bit more strength. These canopies aren't designed to be bolted straight to a chassis. They're not strong enough in the flooring, so hence the reason to put the tray on as well. Hey, we've got the tray on. The tray is just sitting on, but we've got it lined up. Brackets are done up on the chassis, but not on the tray. There you go, looking good. As you can see as I walk around, we've to show you the back, we've done the tray. We've now got the tray on, now the Wellbody's off. And as you can see, it fits pretty nice. We dropped the front down 40mm on the brackets underneath to give it the right stance. Long range fuel tanks in, as you saw the other day in the other video. The tank, filler in the side, just need to give that a tweak because it's a little bit level, it needs to be pointing down a bit. One thing I'm not happy with the tray, and I'll just point out here, see this here, this edge, this is where the canopy sits on. That edge, and over here on this edge. So the only thing the canopy sits on is that edge. So what we're going to do now is we're going to run some flat bar, some 40x3 flat bar across the front and the back here, and then we're going to put a couple of runners in to give it some support. We've added these 40x3mm strips of aluminium, so the canopy will now sit on top of this whole raised frame, giving it some support for the floor as well. And in between each of these spaces we've got some 3mm cork rubber looking stuff, which will just fill in that gap nicely and give the floor of the canopy something even to rest on. Okay, as you can see now, we've got this 3mm rubber cork rubber matting on the tray between these aluminium spaces, if you like, and I just got some gaffer tape holding it in place so it doesn't move around when we drop the tray on. So okay, we're about to drop the tray on. Moment of truth, here's the canopy in the shed on the chain block, and now we've got to pick it up, and it's as easy as sliding the vehicle under it. So we'll see how. Got the canopy sitting on the tray, not bolted down of course, sitting on the tray, there it is, the wings are still open, I've still got it on the chain block, and my next job will be to get up there and rip it down. So looking pretty good. It sits flush on that edge right there, you can see my finger there, that edge, a bit of not much clearance, that's cool. The conversion itself from the Wellbody to the aluminium tray and canopy was fairly straightforward. we didn't really encounter too many issues. The lights they supplied are only bulb lights. I would have liked to have had some LEDs, but it was just a matter of taking the wiring harness off the lights in the well body of the Navara, and we cut them and then soldered the wiring in and kept the same wiring harness. So if we have any problems, we've still got the same connections. We've also got a reversing camera on the back, and we just had to relocate that slightly. We've had one trip away with the vehicle in its current setup. We went to Lucky Bay recently, and you'll find that video. I'll put a link in this one to that one. Obviously, travel plans have been put on hold for a lot of people. The COVID-19 thing really affected us. We were going up north, but we'll get around there next year. Yeah, we've had one trip away. Really, actually, a lot of it's a case of where to put things in the back, what do we need to carry. Obviously, when we go camping, we used to take the camper trailer. If we take the caravan, it's a bit different again. But in the near future, we've got a couple of trips planned where we're going to just take the vehicle. So obviously, everything will need to go in here. Yeah, and we're still just tweaking ideas to work out where things will fit best. And know that over time, we'll probably end up with a set of drawers and putting some shelving in. But right now, I don't want to go too hard with bolting things in permanently, because obviously we'll probably tweak things as we go. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm sure there's lots of people done very similar conversions. If you have any questions about what we did, what we've done to the vehicle so far, please put your comments below. I'll answer all those. If you like the video, a thumbs up would be appreciated. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel, we'd love to have you along. Yeah, we've got a few more videos planned coming up shortly, and we've got a few trips away. I'm going prospecting in a few weeks, so won't show you where we're going, but we'll show you what that looks like. So yeah, thanks again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.